I grew up mostly in the Leamington area. I went to Gore Hill Public School. I also went to East Mercia Public School. Well, my parents were farmers, and we grew a lot of tomatoes and beans and corn. So farming is my entire life, my background. So I worked as a welder fabricator at Tritech Controls and D&B Automation in Windsor. And at some point I decided that if I wanted to further my career, I would have to upgrade my education. So I took some math classes and so on. And St. Clair College was offering a program for engineering product design, which I took and completed. When I finished at St. Clair, we were in the previous recession. And so I actually went back to work for the people that I worked for before, D&B Automation. But I worked in engineering at that point and purchasing as well. In 1995, I went back into business. I had actually gotten fired from my previous job. And so I had enough money to buy a used welding machine, a Black & Decker grinder, and a cutting torch. And I rented a small building on 77 Highway in Leamington and started working for some of the automotive companies. The problem with automotive is it's very cyclical. You're busy 2 times a year, and that's during the shutdowns. And so the greenhouse industry was really starting to expand. So I got into the heating and automation in the greenhouse industry, which I supplied for a lot of the greenhouse growers. And about a year later, I started manufacturing the structures as well. And since 1996, I've built over 1,200 acres of greenhouses in Ontario. South Essex Fabricating started on 77 Highway. We were there for a couple of years. Then we moved to Spinks Drive in Kingsville. And we were there for about 10 years, roughly, maybe 11. And now we're at number 4 Seneca. GVOR's client base is primarily the same as South Essex. It started about 3-4 years ago as a result of a need for qualified gas technicians in the area. And because that's part of the product line that I sell, boilers and combustion systems, I had a need for a crew that would install and service this equipment. I was having trouble selling higher technology, better technology to growers. And the bankers, of course, are always trying to keep costs under control. So I thought I would build 18 acres on spec to sell. It didn't end up selling, and I ended up really liking the business. So that was in 1999. In 2000, I built an additional 18 acres. In 2005, I built my first glass range, 31 acres. And in 2009, I built an additional glass range for tomatoes. That's also 31 acres. In 1999, we were growing bell peppers, red, yellow, and orange sweet bell peppers. And that I have 67 acres of bell peppers currently and 31 acres of tomato on the vine, which you see behind me. The peppers and tomatoes that we grow are almost exclusively for retail. They would end up at retailers all over, mostly eastern Canada and the eastern U.S., all the way down to Florida, as far away as Texas and Chicago, New York. The export market is very important to us. I've been trying for some time now to get a greenhouse research station established. Government funding seems to be very limited, and my funds only go so far. So, and I haven't given up on it. We're hoping to further reduce the cost of growing, the cost of heating, which would be our number 2 cost. Number 1 cost is labor. We're always looking to automate further, and we're always looking to reduce our input costs. And at the same time, we're trying to improve our production levels. My daughter Amanda works with me, and also my son Matt works with me. I have 2 other daughters, Ashley and Andrea. They're still in school. I'm hoping they will be working with me. The local municipality, Mayor John Adams, as well as all of the councillors, have been extremely helpful in obtaining building permits. There's a lot of red tape these days, more and more all the time, and they've been very good at helping us to get to the point where we could start construction, not just here, but on other projects as well. They've been very instrumental in writing letters of support, especially for the research station. In general, when I call the municipality of Leamington, or Kingsville for that matter, they're very good as well. They really seem to come through. I am very proud to be a graduate of St. Clair College. Completing the program there has absolutely helped put me where I am today. It's one of the best decisions of my life, I think. And I think that St. Clair and Nature Fresh in South Essex can get into a partnership that will work extremely well. We know the needs and we understand what growers need, and St. Clair has the resources to do some of that research and educate young people to take it to the next level. It's very important for young people especially, but people in general, to realize that some level of education, higher education, is absolutely necessary today. In fact, I could not do today what I do and where I've gotten to without St. Clair College.